Missing Shoe short story by JameliaAlicia. The conversation was about to start until she was rudely interrupted by her uncle, Prince Adebowala. In Lagos City was a small apartment next to a local supermarket. He was sitting across from his cousin, Princess Adebowala. This was not an ordinary family get-together. Everyone had a lot to say and containers to take home with them from dinner. Welcome. I am very thankful to the Adebowala family for inviting me to this family get-together. Pass me the yams and fufu, said Rochelle, Princess Auntie. Slowly, the conversation was directed to the husband of the family, who was Sophie Daramola. She was nervously playing with the corner of her jollof rice and orca on a delicate antique plate. It was Easter Sunday, and everyone was celebrating a time of renewal and the resurrection of Jesus. It was a time of fresh starts and joining of the union of new wedded couple of Sophie Daramola and Richard Adebowala. A mystery awaits this wedded couple. Will their union serve as the beginning of family unity or the rebirth of new, existing love stories in Lagos, Nigeria?
Mamna.
Where is my shoe? Not again. In this house. I swear the devil is testing me, said Elena.
No.
You're getting it wrong. The shoe you were looking for is under the bed, said Elena's mum. Elena looked under the bed and found the slipper.
Elena replied.
The slipper is here. From that, the day seemed to fast forward to evening time, and Elena and her mum were greeted by a selection of clothing for the annual selection ball for the mystery prince. This was no ordinary get-together. There will be 5 women and 5 princes from villages across Nigeria to select a potential princess as a wife. However, each princess has a different story to tell, and no story follows the typical story of Cinderella. All women are different. That's great. It means more gossip and intrigue in lovers' lives. In a quiet village on the edge of Lagos, where the sea whispered through palm trees and tradition shaped every future, a girl named Elena lived an ordinary life selling woven cloth in the market, until the day she followed a strange pull to the riverbank and discovered a shimmering, beaded shoe half buried in the sand. The moment she touched it, the village stirred, and by nightfall she was summoned to the palace courtyard, where 4 other women stood, each holding a matching shoe, chosen for the sacred festival of Souls, a ritual said to bind them to 5 princes of village royalty. As drums echoed and the princes emerged, each woman was drawn toward her destined match, their shoes glowing with an unseen force, shining distant ancestral connection. Yet when Elena stepped forward, hers did not pull her at all. Instead, it waited, as if asking her to choose. When she finally placed it upon the ground, it burned with a strange, unsettling energy that silenced the elders, who revealed in hushed voices that her shoe was never meant to be found. Standing before the one prince who watched her not with expectation but recognition, Elena realized that this was no simple act of fate, but the beginning of something deeper, something that could unravel the very tradition meant to define them all. On the opposite spectrum, 5 princes had no clue about their next wife. In a smaller village on the other side of Lagos, a party was being celebrated. Prince Adebowala of the Yoruba tribe was sitting on his chair. Watching a ceremony of villagers performing, his piercing brown eyes lay on the villagers' daughters. His phone went off, and he went back into the hut. "Who is this?" Adebowala replied in a strong Nigerian accent.
Elena.
"Do you remember me? I'm calling in regards to the shoe I found under the bed in my house," Elena said.
Yes.
"You are the girl whom I left at the village festival," Adebowala said. The phone cut off, and Elena looked down at her iPhone with a stern expression. She continued getting ready for work at her local store. The day went by, and the phone call she had with Prince Adebowala raised questions in her mind about the shoe. Did he come to her house and put her shoe there? And why did this phone, which was meant for Adebowala's father, went to his son? Embarrassment hit her in the chest and made her question the night she met him at the ball. She remembered the night so clearly, as crystal as any gold diamond can see. She remembered the 5 women she saw, all from different villages across Nigeria. The golden light from the shoe did not fade. It deepened, spreading like cracks of sunlight through stone, as if the ground itself recognized something ancient and forbidden awakening beneath it. A murmur rippled through the courtyard. the drums faltering into an uneven rhythm as the elders stepped back, their authority shaken for the first time in memory. Elena remained still, her hand hovering just above the glowing shoe, her heart pounding not with fear but with clarity, as though the choice she had made had unlocked something within her that could no longer be silenced. The prince before her took a step closer, his silence no longer distant but deliberate, his gaze holding hers with a quiet intensity that spoke louder than any ritual. Around them, the other women clutched their own shoes, no longer certain of what they had been chosen for, while the villagers whispered of broken traditions and restless spirits. Then the wind rose again, stronger this time, carrying with it the distant echo of the river's voice, and Elena understood. This was never about being chosen, but about changing what it meant to be chosen at all. She knew the price of being chosen would be bigger than anything else. And what will she do when this all happens?